Back at Azraq camp, there's a lot more work going on now. The internal roads are being laid in villages 5 and 6 ahead of the water and sanitation infrastructure work that World Vision is installing.
Where do refugees go? Here in northern Jordan, there's refugees from Syria that are flocking into the country. Where do you find a home for them? Well, behind me you can see big equipment working. This is going to be the home of over 130,000 refugees over the next number of months. World Vision is providing the sanitation as well as the water for villages 5 and 6. And the effort right now is to make this livable for families, for children, for their mothers and fathers. Many of them come from very, very difficult and even terrifying situations. So this will be a place of safety somewhere where they can be secure and know that the basics of life are available for them.
Dave, in terms of the general conditions here, we've seen a bit of wind, it's quite hot and flies. How's it going to be for people?
Well, certainly this still isn't going to be ideal for people to live. And yet, if you don't provide something in this area, there's just literally nowhere else for people to go. So everything's being done so that there's water, there's toilets, there's certainly going to be provision of food, so that at least there's the basic security of life. And then the most important thing, people will not be living in tents here. They'll have a structure that will be modest, but it will be secure, and we believe that it's going to provide at least an adequate shelter for families here.
Dave, what are these holes you're kneeling next to?
Well, these are septic tanks. This one is for the use, there'll be toilets on top of it for men, and they're digging in this way so that they can put in actually a cement septic tank gets dropped in here so that there'll be no leakage of the sewage. It has to be pumped out and hauled somewhere else. And we've been told that they need to dig 2,600 of these just for the 2 villages that World Vision's involved in. That's about 30,000 people. Okay, so what do we got here?
This is basically a complete toilet shower unit. It's meant for 1 unit is meant for